All right. Moving on. So Judge Aiken has spoken.
Damn straight.
All right. Well, let me see how you would officiate over this situation.
Mm-hmm.
This situation takes place not far from your pinball museum.
Oh, Jesus. All these crimes right around me.
Right around you.
Perfect.
This happens not far from your pinball museum in California, Pennsylvania.
All right.
This is to the east of your pinball museum.
Right.
Some residents of a Pennsylvania town are upset by Romanian immigrants who they have accused of defecating in public and beheading chickens.
What?
So
they're shitting in public and cutting chicken heads off?
Yes.
Because
they're from Romania.
Okay, well, I'm sure there's people from Romania that don't shit in the fucking street.
Well, apparently these people from Romania who have immigrated to this country, and have been resettled in California, Pennsylvania, which is kind of about 35 miles east of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Residents of California, Pennsylvania, about 35 miles south of Pittsburgh, are angered by the alleged actions of Romanian immigrants. Residents have accused the immigrants of throwing around trash, disobeying traffic laws, defecating in public, being disruptive in markets, and killing chickens.
Wow.
Okay.
These guys are something.
Well, again, this goes back to the perception that, people say, well, we don't want these unfettered immigrants just coming here because they're going to ruin our township or whatever.
Right. And
they act out due to their customs, or they don't think that, they don't know how to assimilate properly. And they just come here and just do what they please. This goes back to the whole Guns N' Roses song, 1 in a Million.
Right.
The same thing.
Right.
So anyway, what I've seen is men and children, never usually the women, the men and children dropping their pants in the middle of the street, defecating, pulling their pants up and going on their way.
Ugh.
So they basically stop, take a shit in the street, and just keep going.
What do they wipe their ass with?
Well, it doesn't say that. It just says that they take a shit and just keep...
This guy, can you imagine being on a bus standing behind these fucks?
Well, again, this is where that whole social justice warrior racism claims come in. Oh, you're just racist, or you don't like brown people, or you don't like this, or you don't like that. And what do all these things describe?
Uncivilized, disgusting people.
Well, no, it describes behavior.
Oh, yeah.
It's not because they're from Romania or because they have a different color skin. I don't think people from Romania are like brown people or something.
White, aren't they? Aren't they like Russian
that's
white?
That's what I'm saying. But my point is that this depicts behavior, right?
Right.
Yeah, this is behavior driven.
Okay.
So some people, whether these social justice warriors or these people who want to jump on that bandwagon, well, you don't like people because they're immigrants, man.
Yeah, man.
No, it's about, no, your behavior is abhorrent. And you're ruining my community here because of your activities.
What, you have a problem with a man shitting in your streets?
Yeah, you just walk along, pull your pants down, take a big dump on the street, and you just keep walking.
If you saw that, wouldn't you go over and just kick them the fuck over?
What? I don't know if I would attack them, but
Would you yell at him at least?
Well, yeah, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? You're taking a shit on the sidewalk?
Yeah, what's wrong with you, you fuck?
Well, that's what we do in Romania. Well, you're not in Romania anymore.
Yeah, you better have a bag for that, you fucking sick fuck.
Yeah. So the Romanian refugees moved to the area through a federal program that finds temporary housing for immigrants, according to the Post-Gazette in Pittsburgh. The Romanians fled their homes in the Bucharest area, where they face persecution as a minority group.
They come here?
Yeah, they come here.
Oh, jeez.
Well, this is probably an Obama thing.
Yeah, probably.
More than 150 people attended the California Borough Council's municipal meeting Thursday night as several residents complained about the immigrants.
Okay.
And here we go with the diversity again.
Right.
We're a very diverse town. We're very open, but they aren't assimilating to our laws.
And what is this person trying to justify that somehow?
No, what he say? What this person? Her name is Pan Duric, Duricic.
Okay, Duricic.
Yeah, Duricic. She says we're an open town and we're diverse and all.
No,
but these people, even we're accepting of them, and we don't have a problem with them being here. But the problem is that they're not respecting the laws and the culture and the surroundings. We'll let you come here, but you got to respect where you're at.
First of all, Pittsburgh is one of the least diverse cities I've ever been in. If Pittsburgh is anything, it's a white town.
It is a white town.
There's no acceptance. They don't even like their fucking football coach because he's black.
Right.
And he's fucking a winner.
He is a winner.
Every year. And they hate him there because he's a black guy. So don't give me this bullshit that Pittsburgh is some kind of fucking culturally diverse town. That's some bullshit.
Well, this is outside of Pittsburgh, but it is within the region.
Yeah, that's a lie. It's just not the case. So let's not indulge that at all. Secondly, though, why do we have to give a shit what color or what origin these fucking people are from? They're shitting in the street. I don't care what their culture is. Don't shit in the street.
I would agree. But again, this goes back to my argument all the time. It's not because your skin is brown or that you came from Romania or whatever. It's because your behavior is poor.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah. We are understanding that these are immigrants, but this is not the same scenario as our grandparents. They didn't come here to raise havoc. Because it's like, well, this country was built on immigrants.
This woman makes me want to punch her right in the fucking face.
Well,
stop looking for the excuse.
No, she wasn't looking for the excuse.
No, she is.
No, she's not. She's just saying that, we're an open, diverse city, and we'll accept immigrants, but when they start acting out, then we can't accept them.
Why isn't she just saying, you guys are fucked up? Stop it.
Yeah.
That's what she should be saying, not, we want to accept you, and if you could just make a couple of No. Fucking get with the program, you fucking jizz buckets, or get back on the boat and shit your way all the way over to fucking back to Russia, you fucking twats. Ugh.
So, Vito Dentino, Dentino.
I saw him on The Sopranos.
Yeah, Vito Dentino.
Yeah.
Didn't he get killed in a hotel room for sucking cock?
Yeah, Johnny Cakes.
Yeah, exactly.
That was Vito.
He's a real estate agent who rents apartments to the majority of the immigrants.
Okay.
Said that he has spoken to the tenants about not throwing trash in the yard. Why do you have to coach people and say, you know what? Maybe you should put your trash in a bag and throw it into the dumpster. Don't just throw it out on the street, okay?
Yeah. On Wednesday or Thursday or whatever day. You see all those fucking buckets out in front of every other house but yours? Why don't you put your fucking trash in there and move your bucket out there?
Right.
It doesn't need to be all over the fucking grass.
Exactly.
Idiots.
Who thinks that it's okay to just throw trash out your window or out your door or whatever?
I'm going to throw up from that video that Carolina Cookie Burner just put in there. God damn it, that's disgusting. I really didn't need to see this guy shake a shit out of his leg.
Yeah, kid.
Ugh. But he's probably a Romanian.
Yeah, he's walking out through the grocery store and takes a big shit and just shakes it out of his pant leg.
Is that California, Pennsylvania? Is that the Walmart?
I just don't get that.
Yeah, that's just too
much. So what is the reason that this is allowed or even happens?
Because people are too afraid now to say, hey, stupid, get with the fucking program.
Exactly. And do you think that's because people are afraid that they're going to be saying, oh, you're being racist or intolerant or whatever it is?
Yeah. It's definitely the reason. Speaking of this, don't let me forget, I have a Walmart story to tell you today, too.
Okay.
Not right yet. I'll wait till the end of this.
All right. So anyway,
you guys, Jesus Christ. This one's dropping trow and taking a shit in
I actually saw that. Some lady in a store taking a dump right on the floor.
On the floor in, like, the milk department or whatever.
Yeah. Well, it looks almost like the pharmacy or something. But, yeah, you see the cold cases along the right-hand wall there.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
People are fucking disgusting.
They are.
She should be executed.
You took a shit in the CVS.
Yeah, guilty. Killed. God damn it. Look, upstart. A shit and run.
Well, that's what she did, though. Now you understand, and I know you're getting this way. This is why we don't even go out of the house.
Yeah, well, when you hear my Walmart story, you're going to realize how true that is.
You just don't even go out of the house anymore.
Yep.
It's like, I'm so sick of this shit. I'm not even leaving the house. I'm going to go to Amazon.com and have it delivered to my door.
Yeah, and hopefully they don't shit on my box. God.
So anyway, Vito Dentino, a real estate agent who rents apartments to the majority of the immigrants, said that he has spoken to the tenants about not throwing trash in the yard.
Well, that's good.
I think people around here are just overreacting, he said. Dentino said the immigrants were pleasant, according to the Post-Gazette, but unaware of American customs.
Bullshit.
See, there's your excuses right there. Well, they didn't know it wasn't okay to just shit in the street because they do that at home, and they just thought they'd do that everywhere.
Yeah, that's bullshit. And it's bullshit that they didn't figure out that every other tenant was throwing their fucking trash away except them. That's bullshit. Idiots.
I agree. I have not had one problem with them, lifelong resident Lisa Boudet told the Post-Gazette. I say hi to them. This is a community. Let's be human. This is not a fast process. How long does it take?
What, to learn to throw trash in a trash can?
No, how long does it take to assimilate when you're in a new country? And this goes back to, I lived in California for about 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
There were people from like Mexico, okay? They had either immigrated here or they were here by way of a work visa. Mm-hmm. But there were people here that had lived here for 30 years.
Yeah.
And they still couldn't speak English.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Send them back.
You've been here for 30 years and you still can't speak English?
Send them back. I learned to speak Korean in a year.
That's my point. It's like you don't have any desire to learn or assimilate.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to, grab up whatever benefits living here affords you.
Right.
But you don't have any desire to contribute or be a part of society. You're just going to live your life the way you want to, and then you're just like, oh, I'm just going to take what I can, and then I'm just going to raid the place and get the fuck out.
Right. Yeah, dude, when I was in Korea, I learned, and I didn't have to be clear, I did not have to. It's not like the military made me learn Korean. I just did it. Something to do. But I taught myself Korean, and I learned the customs enough to where I could go, all my buddies stayed in like the Americanized little villas, right next to the bases, where I would just get in cabs and I would just go. I would just tell them to take me somewhere. Take me 20 miles. It'd take me 20 miles and I'd walk the streets and I'd learn the culture. And I learned enough quick to get along and get around. And I spoke enough Korean to get around and never had a problem. But, you can assimilate within 6 months to anywhere. I firmly believe that. Did I speak great Korean at that point? No. I spoke enough. As well as I do, dude. If you were working with somebody, and you've worked with fucking Indians.
Fucking Indians, okay.
So when you were working with the fucking Indians, were there any of them that were, like, trying to be Americanized?
No. They were just interested in making the money here and sending it back to India.
Yeah, all right. So, but if there was one guy, like if you guys would have hired the one guy that just moved here and was happy to be here, he would have been the guy that would have been like, his English might not have been great, but he'd have been trying. And you wouldn't have given him shit for it.
Of course not.
Because you'd be able to tell that he was trying. He wasn't like all the other fucking, curry-reeking fucks that you were dealing with, that were yelling at you. It's quiet day! Keep it quiet. It's Monday.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid. I hate this fucking world. You want to live to be 100, dude? Go ahead.
Yeah.
At it. Keep on being healthy.
Sure. Another California resident, Charlene Redmond, said she was invited by some of the immigrants to a dinner. Now get this, this one's gonna drive you over the wall.
All right.
She was asked to wear a scarf out of respect at the dinner, she said.
What?
Wear like a headscarf.
Because these people from another country do that?
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Country you think you're living in, you fucking jizzbags. We don't do that here. I don't wear a fucking baseball hat.
Right.
Or hats with the two hands that clap when you pull the string.
Sure.
Fuck you and your fucking headscarf, you jizzbags.
Right.
Fuck that.
We sat on the porch and ate, and I learned some words, Redmond said, and it was awesome.
Why is she trying to learn their fucking fucked up culture?
Well, again, because it's this guilt. This gets guilted into, well, you need to assimilate to us, not us to you.
She's officially part of the problem.
I know. It's just like, well, no, you're here in my country, so you need to assimilate to. Well, if you expect me to do that, you're probably a racist.
Yeah, but since she's trying to pretend that she lives in fucking Romania now, well, now they think they don't have to assimilate to here.
Exactly.
The answer should have been no. I'm not going to wear your fucking headscarf. Fuck you. And we're going to eat pork ribs.
Exactly.
We're not going to eat your fucking bullshit and take a shit in the street when we're done. It's not what we're fucking doing. We're going to eat our pork. We're going to sit on that shitter with our Perfect 7 and take a classy shit.
Right.
That's what we're doing. Fuck these people, man.
I know. But you see, this always boils down to, if I don't do this, I'm going to be labeled a racist.
So fucking what?
Well, but that goes back to, I don't have any backbone to combat that.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to capitulate and just do what they say, because God forbid somebody thinks less of me.
It's just ridiculous.
I agree.
I hate humanity.
I agree.
I fucking hate it. And this is a week that has really proved it.
Yep. So what happened at Walmart?
Speaking of hating humanity. So, I don't go to the store.
Yeah, neither do I.
Very rarely. But this week, because of my kid, I needed to go get some stuff now. I couldn't wait 2 days. So I needed to go, and I needed to buy, let's say, 100 and a half worth of fucking grocery stuff. Okay, I needed some very specific stuff.
Okay.
Alkaline water, as an example. No, not just regular water. I needed some specific shit. So I go to Walmart. I got a list from my kid. His taste buds are all fucked up, so he can't, taste things like regular.
Okay.
So he has certain things that he can still taste or work, so I needed to get that stuff as well. So I decided I'll do it fast. I'll go to Walmart. Wrong fucking idea. I go to Walmart. It's at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I go to the Walmart, the local Walmart in Macedonia, Ohio.
All right.
It's one of these super ones that's way too fucking big, where you can't find anything because when you go looking for, say, water, there's 3 aisles of it.
Sure.
So it's a big pain in the dick to find anything.
All right.
But I'm in there and I'm getting the shit that I need to get, and I'm walking. Now, not that you go to a store often, but there's an etiquette to being in the store, is there not?
Yeah, you walk to the right if you got a grocery cart or some kind of a cart, and you don't block the aisle, and you don't just park your cart in the middle of the aisle and walk away from it to go look at other products and, things like that.
Thank you. Well, every one of those fucking things was violated while I was in the
course.
car. All these fucking cunty, fucking self-righteous assholes just doing everything wrong, walking on the wrong side, fucking knocking shit over, kids screaming and hollering and nobody yelling at the kids to shut the fuck up. I mean, there was a kid literally screaming, fuck you, mommy, and this kid could not have been 8. Yelling at this fucking mother, just, fuck you, mom. I was like, holy shit. I would have knocked my kid's teeth right out of his fucking face.
Right.
Oh, I was fucking... So I'm annoyed anyway. Let's just put it that way. I was annoyed that I had to go to the fucking Walmart. Let alone then I'm dealing with that. So I'm walking. I'm on the right side. I'm walking. When you hit the end, you kind of swerve around. And you come up the next aisle. And when you're coming up the next aisle, you're staying on the right side. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep, I do.
So I come to the end of the aisle, and I hug it kind of close to the end, and I start turning, and a lady and her husband, no cart, just a lady and her husband are standing right there. So I stop, and they stop, and nobody moves. So I said, excuse me, and they're on the wrong side going the wrong way. I'm on the right side going the right way. So I said, excuse me. They don't fucking move. I'm ready to fucking lose my fucking mind now, as you can imagine.
Sure.
But I was like, you know what? I don't need the fucking hassle. I grab my cart and I take 2 steps backwards, backing into the aisle I just came out of.
Right.
This fucking woman, it was like a woman and a guy standing 1 step behind her. Take the 2 steps with me and continue to stand there in front of my fucking cart. So that's when I fucking lost it. And I just fucking screamed at her. I was like, are you going to get the fuck out of the way or what? And I'm fucking yelling. And I mean, I fucking lost it. And she looked at her husband and I was like, what? And that was it. They got the fuck out of the way.
Of course.
Because I was going to fucking beat him to death.
Right.
I was going to grab that fucking water out of my cart and belt him in the face with it. Fucking cocksucker.
Yeah. Well, I try not to have to use a cart. But when I go buy 28 packs of water and, things like that, I get a cart because obviously I'm not going to truck those around. but I stay far to the right.
Right.
Go up the right side of the aisle. If I have to go look at something, I don't leave my cart like 10 feet behind me.
Right.
I take the cart with me and stuff, and yet still there's people coming down the middle of the aisle. They always got to walk down the middle.
Yeah.
And they won't go to the right of the aisle. They walk down the middle.
Yeah.
Or they leave their cart parked in the middle of the aisle so they could walk 20 feet down the aisle, go looking for a specific product. And you can't get by them unless you have to move their cart to the side to get by them. It's like, what are you thinking?
And then, as if that's not bad enough, I mean, that was the end of the real bad shit. I was so fucking mad, it wasn't even funny. So now walking through the rest of the store was straight angry Chris, just grumbling, looking for the next person to fucking yell at. And I didn't, thank God, but because I probably would have got arrested.
Sure, or thrown out.
After screaming at it was not quiet, it was not talking. It was me full blast yelling at her.
You can no longer shop at this Walmart, sir.
Well, that's happened in other stores around here. I'm not, and I'll admit I'm difficult because I don't like to. I'm not patient. But what is it? And I saw this yet again at this fucking Walmart. What is it about old ladies reading the ingredients on fucking stuff that that they've read 4,000 times before? In this case, at this store, it was Campbell's fucking soup.
Okay.
Now, this lady that was reading the Campbell soup label, standing there, blocking the aisle, again, cart in the middle of the aisle, she's fucking standing there and reading she's 80 years old at a minimum. She might even have been older. And she's literally reading a can of Campbell's soup. Now, you are not going to tell me that this 80-year-old cunt has never read the label from Campbell's soup. And you're further not going to tell me that it hasn't been the same fucking ingredients since 1941 in that Campbell's soup. What is she reading?
Well, she saw Good Morning America or Fox and Friends, and they told her to watch out for the sodium content in these Campbell soup, and she should read the label to make sure that it's not, above the USDA recommended allowance for sodium.
Do you think that old people go into these stores just to be around people?
Well, I do. And I have a cousin who is a doctor.
Okay.
And he tells me that older people make appointments to come to the doctor just to, have some kind of attention. They don't have a problem. There's nothing wrong with them. But they make an appointment to come to the doctor so they can be attended to.
Can't we just give them a gun and one bullet when they retire? When they get lonely, paint a little smiley face on the thing. Just say hello to Mr. fucking Judge.
Right.
It's like, fucking A. It's like there's ladies in there reading fucking spaghetti boxes. There's what, 2 kinds of spaghetti? Spaghetti and angel hair?
Right.
There's not more, is there?
No.
What is there to read? It's fucking spaghetti. Just throw a box in your fucking cart and move the fuck along.
Sure.
Oh, I was furious. I couldn't get out of that fucking store fast enough. And then, of course, 342 aisles, none of them open.
Right.
Fucking Walmart. What a fucking shit box that is.
Well, I won't step foot in a Walmart.
I won't do it again. That's for sure. I made the horrendous mistake of letting shit run out. I won't do that twice. Fuck that. I mean, it's been a good 2 years since I've been in Walmart, and I will not be back in another one anytime soon. Fucking jizz bags.
Well, it attracts the dregs of society, and that's,
it's horrible, man.
It is.
Are there lower end places than Walmart crowd?
Mm-hmm.
I know that there's people that make fun of fucking, the people of Walmart and all that. But is there a place that's lower end? Is Dollar Store lower end than Walmart?
Well, Dollar Store is kind of a smaller boutique thing, and actually, I will go to a dollar store, but there's never more than 4 or 5 people in the place at any one time.
Yeah, I know. Do you think that there is any place that's lower end?
No. Walmart appeals to the lowest common denominator in society.
Just losers.
But you know what? They made billions and billions and billions of dollars off of these, as you say, losers.
Well, in theory, I guess it's supposed to be convenient
and low cost.
Well, low cost it is, but I would argue that, truthfully, for the money that I spent at Walmart the other day on groceries,
mm-hmm.
I walked out of there. I think my bill was like $118 or something, and it was not even a half full cart. It was just 15 things maybe, and it was like $115.
Right.
And I could have gone to Amazon and got the same shit for $80. I just needed it that day.
Sure. It's convenience.
Yeah, convenient my ass. If I'd ordered it from Amazon, I sure wouldn't have had a fucking headache when I came home.
Right. But you had to wait a day to get it.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Tough shit now. We'll just have to be hungry or something for a day. I'm not going back.
Yeah. Hello, Domino's?
Yep, exactly. I'm not going back to fucking Walmart.
Sure.
Fuck you. No way.
Yeah, I'm one of the elites. I won't shop at Walmart.
Well, I don't go often. And when I do, they constantly remind me what a fucking cunt-filled store they are.
Nice.
I hate them.
Very good. All right, well, let's take a short break here, and we'll come back and we'll wrap up the show. What do you think?
Ready?
Yeah, it's an hour. About an hour and 10 minutes or so.
All right.
I got a few things to cover. We'll wrap it up, and we'll get out of here for the evening.
All righty, sounds good.
Is there something you would like to hear?
I would like to hear. What is the first real song on Souls of Black? Testament.
Oh, Testament release.
Falling Fast. Yeah, Falling Fast.
Okay, let me take a look here real quick. Some Testament.
Souls of Black.
And by the way, when we come back, just to set up the next segment,
mm-hmm.
Our good friend Bob Leather checked in.
Oh, good.
So we got some Bob Leather coming your way.
All right.
So I think for those of you who have been jonesing for some Bob Leather,
he's back.
It's been a while. It's been a long time.
All right.
But Bob
it's 93 degrees here.
Well, he does. He actually does do that. He actually does that.
Nice.
So we'll find out what the temperature is in Florida.
All right.
And we'll find out what on Bob Leather's mind is.
All right.
So we're going to take a break. I'm going to go grab a drink, and we'll wrap up the show.
Sounds good.
All right. Testament from, did you say the Souls of Black?
Souls of Black.
Let's see here. Where are we at here? Souls of Black. Where are we at?
Like track 2, maybe. Fast.
We've got the beginning of the end, Facing the Sky, Falling Fast.
Falling Fast.
Falling Fast. Okay. Well, we'll play some Testament, and we'll come back.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Well, here's Testament exclusively here
on your classic metal show.
Hey, this is Chuck Belly from Testament. Want to congratulate the Classic Metal Show for 20 years of rockin'.